Drop the 4, get rid of the 1, and bring in the 2 as Survivor Season 42 is coming soon. Green, orange, and blue, we have 3 starting tribes going into Season 42 with the Vati Tribe, Taku Tribe, and the Ika Tribe. Since our last video discussing Survivor 42, there's been so much more information dropped that we need to talk about it. We gotta start with the most important things, and that is of course taking a look at the rumored Survivor Season 42 logo. So shiny. But that is not all, as we now have a legitimate confirmed date of when Survivor Season 42 will be premiering. First, let's take another look at that beautiful looking logo. Anyway, get your calendars out, drop all your plans, and save the date because Survivor 42 is coming March 9th, 2022.
Survivor is back.
On my previous Survivor Season 42 video, I promised everyone watching that if you wanted to see a tribe breakdown video, I would deliver. And boy oh boy did you support that video, as it is now my most viewed video of all time with over 20,000 views. The Survivor Season 42 cast assessment was all about diving into every single new player on the cast and getting all the information we could physically find. Well, that's not what this video today is going to be about. Here we're going to be diving into the specific tribe breakdown of Survivor 42, and I'll be ranking the tribes on how well I think they'll perform going into the game. So make sure to stay watching until the very end so that you don't miss my ranking of the tribes. If you are watching this video when it first came out in December, happy holidays. I'm currently posting new Survivor videos every day leading into Christmas. So if that's something that interests you, please subscribe to the channel with the bell turned on. It's super easy and free to do, and you can unsubscribe anytime you like. With all that said, let's get into the video. Ever since the popularity that the 3-tribe format saw in Survivor Philippines and later Cagayan, we saw it appear in a large majority of the seasons in the mid-20s and mid-30s, specifically 5 total with Philippines, Cagayan, Worlds Apart, Ho Rong, and Heroes vs Healers vs Hustlers. But after the community was getting a little bit of a burnout from this format, Jeff Probst and the Survivor production team decided to take a step back from 3 tribes, well, until season 41. As we all know, Survivor has taken some time off filming for the first time in the show's history because of well, the P word. YouTube doesn't like using that word, so let's just call it the panorama that made the world shut down. As a result of this, Survivor, like the rest of the world, was put on pause. A clever way Jeff Probst and the Survivor producers decided to cut costs was by making season 41 and season 42 play out in a very similar manner. What this means from us watching at home is probably reusing the same challenges, rewards, set designs, and twists, meaning Survivor season 42 will be utilizing the 3-tribe format as well. I like to think that any Survivor is better than having no Survivor on my screen, but I would love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments. But the question is, what does the specific tribe breakdown look like for season 42? Let's start with the Vati tribe that will always wear green. This tribe will consist of Jenny Kim, Linda Meredith, Daniel Strunk, Hai Zhang, Mike Turner, and Chanel Howell. Jenny Kim is from New York, and she is the managing principal of a designing company. Linda Meredith is a 22-year-old aspiring actress from Los Angeles, California. Daniel Strunk is a 30-year-old associate from New Haven, Connecticut. Hai Zhang is a 28-year-old analytics director from New Orleans, Louisiana. Mike Turner is a 57-year-old retired firefighter from Hokobo, New Jersey. And Chanel Howell is a 28-year-old recruiter from New York,
What's up, CBS family? I'm Chanel, I'm 27, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
If season 42 is going to play the exact same way as season 41, then it looks like we won't be getting any tribe swaps. From the first impressions I get from the Vati tribe, I get the sense that they may go to tribal council early on, but after thinning the herd, they might be able to get a tight core of players that can make a run at some challenges. It's tough to say, not fair at all, but on Survivor, especially in the early days of the game, the older players are always the ones that are in trouble. And from this group, Mike Turner and Jenny Kim stand out the most. But at the same time, we also have the New York connection that Chanel Howell and Jenny Kim both share together. Although we are still 3 months removed from the season premiere, my opening prediction on this tribe is that they're going to be struggling until they vote off one of their older members. And unfortunately, I think that'll be Mike Turner. But is this tribe going to get Matt singed? My best guess would be no. Once they thin the herd, they'll be all good to go.
Here's the finger. Oh my god.
We did just find a hidden immunity idol, but you know, it was frustrating because if we're absorbed to the same tribe, great.
Next up, we'll be discussing the Taku tribe that will always wear orange. This tribe will consist of Jackson Fox, Jonathan Young, Omar Zahir, Lindsay Dolowich, Maria Sharon, and Marianne Okage. Quickly, I just need to point out, why would they put Maria and Marianne on the same tribe? That's just gonna get super confusing. Anyways, Jackson Fox is a 37-year-old from Charlotte, North Carolina. Jonathan Young is a 28-year-old beach rental business owner from Gulf Shores, Alabama. And fun fact, when this dude was a kid, he participated in a kid version of Survivor Survivor that was also located in Fiji.
16 players traveled halfway around the world to start their adventure in Fiji.
Omar Zahir is a 30-year-old exotic veterinarian from Guelph, Ontario. Lindsay Dolowich is a 30-year-old registered dietitian from Summit, New Jersey. Maria Sharon is a 46-year-old educational consultant from Indianapolis, Indiana. Last but certainly not least, Marianne Okidge is a 22-year-old integrated science student from Hamilton, Ontario. So I'm going to be 100% honest with you, and for my initial first impression, this is going to be my favorite tribe going into Survivor Season 42. This group of 6 players has just so much to love about them. If you've been following my channel for any period of time, then you would know I'm a Canadian and my main passions are Survivor and fitness. Not only do we have a Canadian on this tribe, but we have 2 Canadians. Not only do we have someone into fitness on this tribe, but we also have a registered dietitian. Which, side note, a registered dietitian is completely different than a nutritionist. And finally, to top things off, we have a beach bro here. On day 1, the most important things is always finding those simple things that help you relate to others, meaning that Omar and Marianne will instantly align together for both being Canadian. And I think that Lindsay will end up joining them as well, as all 3 of them share a science background. Now we can debate all day long about who will join them, as you need 4 people to form the majority, but I'm convinced that Lindsay, Marianne, and Omar will make an alliance together on day 1.
Canadians love Survivor, and we finally got a chance to put Canadians on the show.
Yeah, I know!
And the door's open.
Finally, we'll be discussing the Ika Tribe that will always wear blue. This tribe will consist of Drea Wheeler, Swati Ghoul, Rockstroy Bailey, Romeo Escobar, Zach Werdenberger, and Tori Meehan. Drea Wheeler is a 34-year-old fitness influencer from Montreal, Quebec. Swati Ghoul is a 19-year-old student from Stratford, California. Rockstroy Bailey is a 43-year-old environmental scientist from Las Vegas, Nevada. Romeo Escobar is a 34-year-old TV producer and pageant director from Los Angeles, California. Zach Werdenberger is a 21-year-old communications and media student from Weston, Florida. And Tori Meehan is a 24-year-old grad student from Tulsa, Oklahoma. But what is so interesting about Tori is that she already has a reality TV fan base from appearing on Sequester.
So many people are willing to be manipulative and deceitful, but what I know about human behavior is that we all crave authenticity. So that's what I want to bring to win this game.
The Ika Tribe, or the Blue Tribe, is the group of players I'm having the hardest time to get a read on from all 3 of these Season 42 tribes. And until we are able to get a closer look on what Rockstroy Bailey looks like, it is really tough to get any lock-solid predictions. Nevertheless, I have a feeling that this tribe may go the complete opposite direction from the Vati Tribe, or the Green Tribe. See, I'm convinced that the Vati Tribe will first target one of their older members, but the Ika Tribe will probably target one of their younger members first. Right off the bat, I have zero concern that Drea and Tori will be in trouble, as Drea is in incredible shape and Tori has the mind of a gamer. The oldest member of the tribe is our mystery player Rockstroy Bailey at 43 years old, and that still isn't old by any means, meaning that I think our 19-year-old Swati or 21-year-old Zach will be the first person targeted on the Blue Tribe. But with all that said, the question we are still asking ourselves is, where will these 3 tribes rank against each other? Will we have another UA disaster like we saw in Season 41, or will they be constantly going back and forth with who will be seeing Jeff Probst at Tribal Council? What I like so much about this tribe division is that they look so much more balanced here in Season 42 than we saw in Season 41. If we wind the clocks back 6 months, everyone could easily see that Luvu or the Blue Tribe was going to dominate, and well, that's exactly what happened. Due to the combination of the physical and mental strength, I think the Orange Tribe or the Taku Tribe will be the strongest group of players going into Season 42, with the Ika Tribe and Vati Tribe following them. However, I have the Ika Tribe or the Blue group slightly above the Vati Tribe or the Green group. If you want to get caught up with everything 3 tribes on Survivor, then click right here for my video on the 10 most iconic groups of 3 tribes in Survivor history.